Hi, welcome to 360 Early Education Throsby. Come with us for a tour.
So this is our babies room. This room, you'll notice, is quite large, but we'll never have more than 16 children in here. We have 2 sleep rooms, so just behind us we have our large sleep room for the children who might fare a little better with a noisier sleep environment. And then in here we have a second cot room, maybe for those younger babies. So you'll see there's plentiful resources in here, and in all aspects we've considered those elements of supervision. So we can see straight into the cot rooms, and when the educators are performing those critical care routines like changing nappies or preparing bottles, they don't need to leave the space. They're always on hand, they're always around for the bubs and for each other.
Out here we have a sensory garden so that the children can touch the plants, smell the plants, eat the plants. We have a beautiful cubby house of their own with their own slide, and just around the corner we have a sand pit as well for lots of digging and tasting the sand.
This is what we call the big yard. So our nature-inspired learning environment is something that we are so incredibly proud of. The space is bigger than we require under legislation, but we wanted the children to have room to move, to run, to play soccer, to climb. We've got this amazing fort, which was inspired by the Throsby Tree and the concept of having a tree house. We've got pergolas, a bike track, and something we are extremely impressed with is the outdoor classroom that was inspired by the old Canberra Inn. In that outdoor classroom, the children can learn and play no matter what the weather. They can sleep outside, they can read outside, they can have respite from the busyness of the environment. Preschool teaching is my passion, so when we were designing the service, we really made sure that these preschoolers were just going to have an abundance of resources and opportunities for play. All of the rooms have direct access to the yard, so we can authentically run an indoor-outdoor program. And you'll see that there's glazing across these walls so that we know that the children may be in the bathroom, but we don't need to be watching them. We have soft furnishings that can be pulled apart. These are for children. You can dismantle them and turn them into forts. Everything in this space is designed for children to use, to learn, to play with, and to be flexible in the way that they engage with them. Preschool spaces, the 3 to 4s and the 4 to 5s, have these gorgeous operable doors. And the reason that we have these is so that the spaces can be 2 individual rooms, or we can open it up to include this gorgeous multi-purpose space.
From the Crocs room and the Frogs room, we come out to the dining room space so the children can have opportunity for progressive meals. We can even stand on the servery step and have a chat to our chef.
They can have a say in the menu. They can let the chef know what they thought of his, couscous the day before. It's all very much designed to be really engaging and authentically connected to the children's experience. All of the spaces that aren't designed for children, for example the laundry, have glazing on the doors so that we know if there's anybody in there. And then we have access to an additional bathroom here so that if the children are eating, they don't need to walk back through the classrooms to wash their hands. This is our 3 to 4s classroom. Like the 4 to 5s room, this has these big operable doors so that the children can have free access into that dining room. Now you'll notice that role play really takes centre stage in here. Every room has access to books, really high quality literature, and that's all been sourced from an independent Canberra bookseller, so there's lots of local authors. And something that we are really excited about, our infection control policies are really strict. So even the rugs can be removed and chucked in the washing machine, which is really helpful in a place like Canberra where we know so many children have allergies. The toddler rooms are interconnected spaces for children over the age of about 15 months up to the age of 3. Now this is an intentional decision that we've made because we know that the way that children learn in these 2 age groups is so rapid that it really helps to be able to be really flexible with the stages that each of the children are at. So it's a really wonderful thing for them to be able to share spaces as well. But you'll notice these rooms are smaller, and this is also because children of these ages can become a little overwhelmed by change. It's an age when separation anxiety is quite high. So you'll see particularly in this space, we've got the lower ceilings, so it feels a little bit more like a warm hug of a room. So we've got the 2 toddler rooms, plenty of resources and opportunities in each space, but with slightly increasing complexity between the 2. So in each space, we've considered the developmental stages of the children and designed the resources, the curriculum, and the environment around that.
We're excited to welcome our families into 360 Early Education Throsby. We want to work in partnership and collaboration with our families to support our children throughout their years while they're here. Please feel free to come in or send us an email or give us a call.